హాయ్ హలో వెల్కమ్ టు TFPC. నేను మీ భవ్య. మన తెలుగు సినిమాల్లో ఉండే మజాకా కానీ కిక్ కానీ అందులో ఉండే యాక్టర్స్కి కానీ ఉండే స్పెషల్ థింగ్ ఏంటి అని అంటే ఒక్క సినిమా చేసి అది హిట్ అయితే చాలు ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ అయినా గుర్తు పెట్టుకుంటారు, గుండెల్లో పెట్టుకుంటారు అనమాట. సో మరి అదే గుండెల్లో పాటు ఇప్పటికీ కూడా ఫేమస్. ఇప్పుడు మన అంశు గారు మన ముందు ఉన్నారు, మన్మధుడు ఫేమ్ హీరోయిన్. ఇప్పుడు మన్మధుడు మూవీ గుర్తొస్తే మన బ్రహ్మి సార్ ఇంకా నాగార్జున గారి కామెడీ ఎలా గుర్తొస్తుందో మన అంశు గారు కూడా అలా గుర్తొస్తారనమాట. సో హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
Very good. How are you?
ఐఎమ్ గుడ్ అండ్ చాలా ఎక్సైటెడ్ అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ బీన్ సేయింగ్ మై ఫ్రెండ్స్ దాట్ ఐఎమ్ మీటింగ్ అంశు గారు, మన్మధుడు ఫేమ్ హీరోయిన్. సో దే ఆర్ వెరీ ఎక్సైటెడ్ అండ్ దే స్టార్టెడ్ scrolling your Instagram that how are you, it seems. So I think you are habituated to the common happy family and other lifestyles, right? So what's your first opinion or feeling after coming to film industry or coming to this movie to start this project?
So happy. Naku chala santoshanga undi. I feel so happy, so excited. I've been given so much love and respect and I could not have asked for anything more. Honestly, I'm quite easily pleased. It doesn't take much to make me happy and they've given me more than I expected.
So what was your family's reaction after this project?
They were so excited, mostly my husband and children. My daughter mostly, my son's still small, he doesn't understand. But you know, he says to his friends, my mummy's famous. So yeah, I'm like, baby, that's sweet, but don't say that to your friends. Don't show off. But no, my daughter's very proud of me and I want to set an example that it doesn't matter what age you're at, you won't have your life figured out at 22. You might fulfill your dream at 40, 50, 60. Age is just a number, it's not a barrier. And yeah, I just want to set a good example. But they do miss me, the kids miss me a lot. But when I finish a schedule, I'll go and then I'll come.
So what do you feel about that feeling that you have enjoyed few films or Telugu films with your family in theaters, right?
Yes.
So they are going to see you after a long time in theaters. So what is your feeling and what is any other feedback or any other message they give to you?
I'm super excited. They're all coming next week. So I hope we're nearly finished with all this.
So you're going to watch this film with your family?
I am. But we're going to obviously go to this single theatre as well. And I know there won't be subtitles. And my daughter keeps saying, will there be subtitles, Mom? I'm like, no, but we can go to one of the multiplexes and hopefully get, you know. So yeah, but I said, it doesn't matter. You're just going to see Mama on the screen. She's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they can just feel you
I've told them the story. I had to tell them the story, otherwise it'll be torture for them sitting and trying to figure out what's happening. So yeah, I'm so excited.
So and you're already saying that you have been listening many of the stories, right? So what's the main point or main thing which made you to accept this Majaka story, and what is the main thing the director told to you?
I've never laughed so much listening to a narration. Like I was literally laughing with tears. And I told, it was actually Prasanna Garu that narrated the script to me, and I did say to him, I've only got an hour, and he said, no, I'll finish in 20 minutes. And I thought, 20 minutes? And it went over by like 2.5 hours. And I was so engrossed and I was so like into the narration that I quickly emailed the schools and said, can I pick the kids from after school club? You know, extended care. Because I was listening and it was wonderful. And obviously the role was just great. I could never see myself getting a role like this. And I think, you know, I don't look at, you know, the banners or the actors or, you know, are they like...
You just imagined your character.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I even Googled Sandeep Kishan. Yeah.
So then we are talking about Sandeep Kishan. So what do you say about him? And actually he has a separate fan base and many of the people admire him with his simplicity and all the things. So what have you observed in him in on sets and off the screen?
Well, I'm surprised I didn't know of him before because he is actually, in my eyes, he's quite big. He's done some great films. I watched Ryan as well in recent times. My husband and I both watched the film and we loved it. He was amazing with that negative shade, but he had this heroism about him and it was just wonderful. He's been an absolute pleasure to work with, good fun, you know, giving me great tips. You know, in some scenes, he was like, you're coming across very British. Let's make you a little bit more Telugu. Instead of doing this, do this. And, you know, like little things. And I'm like, really? And he goes, you don't mind, do you? And I said, no, tell me. I want to know. I'm not taking any offense. And that's why I think the tag of him being a people star, I actually think it suits him because he really is. when we're on set, you know, sometimes I'm in that work mode and you have people that want to take pictures, and I'm all for taking pictures, you know. The audience is kind of where you become who you become. But you know, when you're in that zone and sometimes you want to do it afterwards, he will stop and he will just, not just take pictures, he'll talk and make them feel like they're the best thing in the world and on top of the world. Yeah, so he is that person for sure.
So as a psychologist, you have been exploring many of the people, right? So even you have been seeing many stars. So what do you feel the best quality a star or any other people should have or should possess?
Just stay humble and kind. Don't let success get to your head. Success teaches you nothing, absolutely nothing. Failure is what teaches you everything. You learn from your failures, not your success. Success is obviously the nice icing on the cake. You should be grateful for that. But always remember your roots and your struggles and just be good, be nice.
Just be consistent not only in works but also in consistency in behavior and being humble, right?
It's hard actually. I can understand how people stray and become, you know, I'm sure people do become arrogant and stuff. I mean, I don't know anyone personally, but I've heard about these things in Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, everywhere. And yes, success can get to your head, but just don't let it. Be in control, so yeah.
Great. So coming to this poster, so after seeing this poster, it looks so cute and beautiful. Aww. So what's your opinion after seeing this poster? And when you entered in this interview set, after seeing that poster, what's your opinion?
I was shocked at the size, number one. I was like, this is huge. And it's actually really nice and overwhelming. I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm really like, I'm almost starstruck with me being on a poster like that. I appreciate it. Do you see what I mean? Like yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's the exact moment or behavior you have done at that moment to give that kind of expression or any other pose to that poster?
I was just having a blast. There was music, there was drums.
Okay.
There was Prasanna Garu saying, "Do this move. Let's do." You know. So I was like, okay. Obviously, not something I've done before, the whole Marcy thing, but I enjoyed it. It was fun.
So in a simple way, they told you to do whatever you love in a mass way, right?
Yeah, and with some guidance.
So also, have you ever felt that it is very tough for me to behave like a mass girl?
I'm quite desi actually. I'm quite Indian. I think having been born and raised in London, I've always been, and I think I can speak for actually a lot of my friends that back home, we're more connected to, I'm not saying we're more, I'm not going to judge people in India, but I feel we do try more to be connected to our roots and our culture because we are not here. So we will celebrate every festival, we'll dress up so much for weddings and all these like big Ganesh pujas and, you know, the whole...
It's a vibe that which gives positive...
And I think it's because we want to stay connected to our roots. So, yeah.
So, even you teach your kids to about this?
Yeah, they both do the Gayatri Mantra.
Wow,
and, Hanuman Chalisa, they know a little bit. So, I try to, but the thing is, times are changing. I grew up in that environment where my mother was heavily into reading the Gita, watching Love Kush, Ramayan, Mahabharat, and that was my upbringing. My father was quite religious as well. I would say I'm not like heavily religious, but I believe in God, and I believe in doing the right thing, and yeah.
సూపర్. చూడండి ఇదే ఫారెన్లో ఉంటారు, ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడతారు, ఇవి మాట్లాడతారు కాదు, ఎక్కడ ఉంటాం అనేది కాదు, మన రిచువల్స్ పాటించడం అనేది ద మోస్ట్ థింగ్ వీ నీడ్ టు ఫాలో దట్ Anshu is saying అనమాట. సో
I mean, but I guess I have a balance as well. I can be very modern as well and just go out with my friends and me and my husband and we go on holidays and enjoy. So I'm just all-rounded.
Of course, you can be a mother and a family person and still you can steal the hearts of the people.
I just like to be happy and have fun in my life. That's it.
And what you describe about the journey of a particular woman as a girl, young girl, and coming to the film industry as a heroine, and after getting into the married life as a wife, and after getting into the mother's character. So what do you describe about this journey of a woman?
I think obviously over the years there's been a massive emotional maturity in me. I know people think I'm playing a mother role in this film. I am not. just so you know. But there are maternal elements, which you will all come to know about when you watch the movie. But it's been a fantastic journey. I can see the change in me. I was a young girl and I'm a woman now, who's got her education behind her, who's been through challenges in life, in, you know, family and having children and all of that. So you evolve and grow as you get older. So yeah.
So have you ever felt about the dialogues in this movie with Rao Ramesh sir and Sandeep Kishan garu, and also Ritu Varma is already in the field and film industry. She has a little experience.
Yeah.
So have you ever felt any dialogues, because comedy comedy takes so much of courage to express and to let the people laugh about the particular scene or anything. So it's very tough, in fact. Compared to other emotions. So, any other dialogue have you
I
felt?
was nervous about the language. That barrier was obviously there. It was there even from the start. Even in Mammadhidu, I didn't know a word of Telugu. But I've always been lucky. I've always had my scene papers in advance. I'll practice it. If there's anything that I'm struggling with, what does this mean? They'll explain it. And anyway, they have it in Telugu and then the translation in English. So that helps me. And if I've ever needed help, you know, my team are great. Like, I'll ask my makeup person, Raju. He'll always help me with my lines. And, you know, like my sari draper, she'll keep repeating the lines in the vanity van. So I'm just like, these are the people that actually have been my support system. So yeah, and then obviously there's prompting as well, and then the mixture of Hindi and Telugu. So, but it works, you know, we work well together. And as long as you do your homework, I think it's fine.
Yeah. So, and gradually the film has changed from past days to till now. So do you feel what's the drastic change has made in the films, and do you feel it is competitive to survive in the film industry right now?
I'm not sure. I haven't been in this industry for a very long time. I think if you're doing good work, you know, that's all you can really ask for, and you're getting the opportunities, that's nice. They may not always come, that's okay as well. You just have to keep believing in yourself and just, you know that you tried your best, then you'll have no regrets. And I think that's really important. Films have evolved, stories have become stronger, people are open to seeing different scripts, you know, different narratives, and I think that's just our world evolving and being more open to different types of stories that may not have worked in the past but are now working.
So what Anshu like in the film in 24 Crafts? Do you like a movie or any other category or any other genre in the film?
I like all genres. I love horror.
Horror.
I do.
So you are waiting for a horror script, right?
Horror film. I love horror. I love action.
Okay.
I love comedy. They have to be good comedies or good action, you know, not just any old, you know.
And you have to perform full-fledged, right?
Yeah. A nice role. Like, it doesn't have to be like a 50, 60-day role like here. It could be a role like Manvadudu where I barely worked 11, 12 days, but it was so impactful.
It will ever last for many years. So, in recent times, what do you say about the toughest thing you have faced? I mean, like after coming into the industry or any other, either being as a psychologist in your work life?
In my life, there's always going to be difficulties and tough phases. I think a really tough phase for me was a few years ago when my father passed away, and just seeing him quite vulnerable, knowing that, you know, he had an illness and he was going to go, that was quite hard for me. But I think if he was alive today, he'd be very proud of me, because he always used to say, Anshu, you should have stayed. You were doing so good. Why did you want to come back home? Yeah. You would have been a big star by now. I used to be like, Dad, it's fine, you know. But I was saying to my brother the other day, I said, his name's Arjun. Okay. I said, Arjun, you know, I feel like Dad's doing something from above. Okay. It's like he's making this all happen. And he said, you know, he would be so proud. And it was my birthday a couple of weeks back. Okay. And my brother wrote me a really nice birthday card, and he wrote, you know, Dad is definitely watching you and feeling even more prouder. You know, those things. Oh, I was literally in tears. But yeah, and then obviously when you have children, you have your challenges, your body's changing.
You need to accept the things.
Yeah, like, you know, I remember after my son was born, I'd put on so much weight, and, you know, that made me feel very low. I had very low confidence and self-esteem, and I think I had to work on those things. But yeah, here I am.
So, I mean, we by understanding all, by discussing all the things, we learned that you are really a strong woman, right? So,
I think I am.
to conclude about this Majaka and the things, I will just ask a rapid fire questions so that we can, yeah. So, asking about what is the things, so describe about the particular thing, what I ask, and in a single line or any other thing. So, what do you feel, what is love?
Love is just home.
Oh.
That's it. When you feel at home and you feel safe.
Super. What is marriage?
Marriage is a friendship.
Wow. And what is family?
Family is life.
Great. And what is partner?
Partner is my support system.
Okay. And what is education?
Education is something that no one can take away.
Wow.
Ever.
What a line. And what is girl?
Girl is Lakshmi.
Wow. So everything, every word is wow from you. And what is work?
Work is passion, your passion.
Great. And what is life?
Life is wonderful, but you have to believe it's wonderful. And, you know, I think we have a natural habit to victimize ourselves and feel sorry for ourselves. We need to snap out of that. We need to own responsibility for the way we feel and not blame people. You can't keep blaming an old friend for being nasty, or this person was rude, my mummy was bad to me, my dad said this to me. We have to take responsibility. They said what they said, they did what they did, but we felt the way we did because of us. So we need to change that trajectory. So yeah.
So and finally about your vows. So who is your favorite hero?
That's such a hard question. I have so many favorite heroes. Yeah. Like obviously Nag.
Except our Manmadudu Nagarjuna sir. Any other?
I love Allu Arjun as an actor. He's wonderful. Nani's great. He's somebody's movies I've only just started watching. I've only seen 2 to be fair, but I didn't know who he was before then. But like, wow, he's an incredible actor. So yeah.
And favorite heroine?
Heroine in Telugu? Yeah. There's so many nice heroines these days. You've got Sri Leela, she's super cute. Oh. She's such a good performer. She dances so well. Then you have Meenakshi. She's done some wonderful films. Yes. And, you know, Ritu's done some great films. She's worked for so many years. She's been around for a long time, and she's quite selective. And who else do we have? There's so many, but these are the girls that I'm quite proud of, actually. Their jobs are not easy. Yes, exactly. It looks glamorous, but, you know, I've done this one film and it's taken literally nearly 1 year.
No one
to
can
think they're doing 5, 6 in a year, I'm like, oh, yo.
Yeah. And your favorite food, place and dress attire?
Food place?
Food, place and dresses. What kind of dresses?
Okay, dresses. So my food place, I like a good Indian. Okay. I like my Indian food. If I was stuck in a jungle and I had an option to choose a cuisine, it will always be Indian. And dresses, to be honest, I'm a very high street branded girl. I'll go to Zara, H&M, those kind of stores. Okay. Nothing high fly flashy. It just needs to look good on you, right? Yes, I could be wearing like
we need to feel comfortable.
Yeah, but like I could be wearing a designer outfit and it probably doesn't look as good as something I got from, I don't know, H&M. Like it's just an outfit. They're made in the same places. So yeah.
And favorite place?
In the world?
In the world or in India?
Home.
Home. Wow, and simple and cool answer, and even we feel comfortable, right? So, and finally, it's a comeback for Anshu Garu. So, and we wish a lot to stay in film industry for so long.
I'm wishing the same. So let's connect this energy together.
Yes, exactly. So, and all the best for the movie.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for the movie.
For having me.
And so, చూసారు కదా ఎంత క్యూట్ గా ఎంత నైస్ గా మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. సో బీయింగ్ సైకాలజిస్ట్ అండ్ మదర్ మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు కంబ్యాక్ ఇచ్చి ఇంత యంగ్ గా సూపర్ గా ఎనర్జీగా ఉన్నారు. మరి మూవీలో ఎలా ఉంటారో మనం లేట్ చేయకుండా థియేటర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయితే చేసేద్దాం. అంటిల్ దెన్ కీప్ వాచింగ్ TFPC. నేను భవ్య సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్.